Incoming transmission.
Picture this, a recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion, and we are looking at Zool 2 on the Amiga today, and well, it's obviously the sequel to Zool, again on the Amiga. This is the AGA version, which is the Advanced Graphics Adapter, I think. I can't remember. I think that's what it stood for. But anyway, I'm going to put the difficulty down, just so we have a little bit of a bit of a game to actually show you. You can play two players, and as you can see here, you can select which one you want to play as, which is quite nice actually. So being a GA, it's going to have a much wider colour palette, which I think was 16.2 million colours, which is nice. And look at it. Look at this. Isn't it lovely? So I am playing as, what's her name? Zoon, I think her name is. Zoos, yes, that's right, Zoos. There you go. I'm playing as Zoos. Zoon, I think, was their dog, if I remember rightly. Anyway, let's have a look at the graphics first and foremost. It's just glorious, and you actually see the difference with AGA was just phenomenal. Especially the games that made absolute use of the extra colour schemes. There were some games that didn't, and they didn't look much different to their, like say, their normal 12, their A500 and 600 comparisons, but this definitely makes use of the extra colours. Look at the background, for example. Here it's just absolutely stunning. There's a lot going on as well. It's quite busy on the screen, but that's nice. I like that. So we'll have a look at the UI first. So up in the top left-hand corner, you can see our score, percentage of level complete. I think the red bars are our life force, I believe, and T is your time limit, and lives, I've got 6 of those, so that's nice. So my attacks are pretty much straightforward. I have a whip for close quarters combat, and I have throwing stuff for long range combat. So that's about it for that, really. Control scheme is very, very simple. Up is jump, which I hate it with a passion. I absolutely hate up as jump. Fire is exactly that, fire. So there you go. Yeah, I think it's a shame, because by this point a lot of the Amiga games could have handled a 2-button joystick quite easily, and there were a lot more dual button joysticks out in the market at this point too. So to actually only have a 1-button configuration is a little bit strange. Probably would have suited it. This was released on the Amiga CD32 as well, MS-DOS, and I believe the Atari Jaguar. So it would have been suited to a pad as well. Strange choice, but hey, never mind. It's just very finicky to do a diagonal jump. I just don't like it. So as you can probably see, you can stick to the walls, which is nice, and then you can sort of bounce off them, sort of parkour your way up. And obviously, being sponsored by Chupa Chups, you're going to find all these little various bonuses around. Now, the little red thing that turned green there is your halfway markers. So whenever you lose a life, you'll start from there. So make sure you click those as you go past. Some very nice little features there, like the fading platform there. Quite cool. And yeah, it's quite nice. It's very smooth. It's very smooth. Look at the scrolling on it. It's like butter, like a knife, hot knife in fact, through butter. It's just silky smooth. But yeah, you can see the lots of Chupa Chup references there, which is cool. I think that's supposed to, I don't know what it's supposed to be, it's slippy, whatever it is. You can do a spin attack as well when you're jumping, which is quite cool. But it's, so far, very impressed. I played the original Zool back in the day. I did actually have this, but I wasn't overly keen on the Zool games back in the day, I have to say. I don't know if did you guys enjoy Zool? Did you play Zool and Zool 2? I think did they re-release Zool with the AGA chip? I'm not sure. Right, looks like I can't actually finish the level yet because I've only got 82% of it complete. And I think you get more by collecting the goodies that are around the level. So let's see if collecting some of these boosts up my percentage. Also, some of the creatures drop health hearts as well, which will boost up your energy levels as well. So let's grab a couple more things here. And yeah, it's going up. So yeah, you've got to collect items to be able to finish the level. I'm guessing you have to go back and hit whatever that blob was. Anyway, just so I remember, thank you ever so much. I've now reached 500 subscribers, which is awesome. If you guys enjoy my content, then make sure you subscribe and also hit the notifications button just so you're up to date with any new videos that come out. I've been a bit lax lately, but that's due to personal issues and stuff going on in the family. I'm hoping to get back to a much more usual schedule very shortly. So thank you very much for your support over the last few weeks. It's not been an easy time, but you know, we're getting there. We're pulling ourselves out of the dark time and coming forward into the light. So I will be back with more reviews, because it's only been about 1 or 2 a week at the moment. I do try and do 3, but yeah, I need to get back into it properly. So yeah, thank you for everyone that's subscribed to the channel recently. It's great to have you along. You bear with me, I will be back to my usual reviewing self very soon. I'll make a good start with Zool 2. Now the difference here is, if you're playing as Zool, there's areas that Zool can actually get to that this one can't, and vice versa. So your actual pathways through the levels are completely different, which I think is a really nice little touch as well. It gives you actually gives you a reason to play each character. Now, I'm not sure if you can play 2 players at once or whether it's turn-based, because I've never had the option to play. It makes me sound really sad. Never had the option to play this with anyone else. So I don't know whether it is turn-based or not. If anyone has the answer to that question, please drop me one in the comments and I will have a look at that and respond as always. Don't be shy, leave a comment. Always good to hear from you guys. Oh, there we go. I've finished the level. Excellent. So playability, it's very, very good. It's very smooth and fairly, well, it's a platformer, isn't it? It's fairly good. Just pick up the controller and play. Like I said, the only downside really is this horrible up for jump mechanism that they've put in, but other than that, if you can forgive that and get over that and get used to it, it's just the fact the game moves so fast and then suddenly you'll hit the wrong jump and you'll probably end up smacking yourself into one of those spiky things. But there you go. Replay factor is high. I think, as you know, as a sort of an arcadey type game, this is really, really good fun. So Zool 2 hits all the right notes, and in the right order. So there you go. Age range, pretty much any, to be honest. Kids will love the bright colours and the cartoony graphics, and the gameplay's not overly punishing either. So yeah, I would say from about maybe 5 upwards would be suitable for Zool 2, which is good. But it's just an absolute joy to play, ladies and gents. If you haven't played Zool 2, then I suggest that you do. You can play this on normal mode, or you can get yourselves the spanky, shiny AGA version, which I would highly recommend because it is such a lovely looking game. In fact, I must look at more AGA games because they're very much a big improvement over their standard counterparts. I'll have a look at those. Obviously, it's a platformer, and you go and collect them up. Yeah, let's call it that. It's collect them up, and it's just fun, and that's what games should be, isn't it? At the end of the day, you know, if a game's not fun, it's not a game, is it? It's a chore. So there we are. Like I said, 2 players, so that's going to bump the score up, but it's absolutely gorgeous. What an absolute fun game to play. I'm glad I picked this one to come back to. It's very good. It's very good indeed. And if you haven't played it, then it's about time you did, ladies and gents. It's about time you did. Anyway, that is about it from me for this review. I will be back. Oh, I didn't mention sound, did I? The sound is incredible. You can probably hear that the soundtrack's amazing. Very, very good, and just keeps you going. So there we are. Anyway, that is it from me. I will be back very shortly with a brand new review, and I'll see you then. You keep it retro, and bye for now.